and welcome to VAW FlashBack. I am your host, Xavier Frost, alongside
Tyler Corvus.
Both shows were action-packed this week. We saw World Bitch Order come in and attempt to run Elite again, as well as a confrontation between the VAW champion, Juggalo Tremor, and the number one contender, J. Alexander Frost. We saw Lee Valentine take on Stacy Rage. Lee was, of course, accompanied by Lily Martinez. Lee put up a good fight and gave Stacy a run for her money, but in the end, she didn't have the strength to keep Stacy down for the 1-2-3. Stacy was victorious in beating Lee Valentine. After the match, Lee hopped into the ring to attack Stacy. Jenny, who was guest commentator for the evening, jumped up to help Stacy, only to get shoved off to the side by World Bitch Order. Once the match was over, Lily issued a challenge to Stacy and Jenny for a tag team match. Her and Lee take on Stacy and Jenny.
In my opinion, I think Jenny did the right thing helping out Stacy. The girls of World Bitch Order need to realize it isn't all about them, and they don't run the show. So big props to the women's champion.
The Intercontinental Champion, J. Alexander Frost, came out to the ring and issued an open challenge to anyone in the back to come out and fight him. We heard crickets for a few moments until he was interrupted by Rookie De Niro. Jay pretty much dominated the entire match and was out to send Juggalo Tremor a message that he's coming for his championship belt. After the match was over, Juggalo made his appearance known by issuing a challenge to Jay at Undisputed 2, stating that Jay should put his Intercontinental title up for grabs as well. Jay refused and said he would never do something that stupid.
I have to say, for a rookie, De Niro took his beating like a true wrestler, but he also has a lot of potential for the future. I'm not surprised that Juggalo wants Jay to put his title up against the championship belt. In all fairness, it is champion versus champion. We were able to get a short interview with the Intercontinental Champion himself after the show, and here's what he had to say about Juggalo's challenge.
I don't know, what are you talking about? Some comments? You want some comments? You can have some. I am the number one contender for the VAW World Heavyweight Championship. I am also the VAW Intercontinental Champion. So, I am the number one guy. Okay? And when I get this belt and Undisputed 2, everybody will know it. And that's a fact. But, you want some comments? Okay. Juggalo wants to play mind games, and I don't play those games. I will not put my belt on the line. And he can do a handstand. He can do, flippity flop. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Okay? Now get your camera out of my face. Get out of the locker room. I have to take a shower. Piss off.
The main event of the evening, we saw Wrath accompanied by the VAW Elite GM Dixie Hex and her husband Scott Hex to take on Dragon. This is not the first time we have seen the Hex family and Wrath at each other's side. Could this be some kind of an alliance forming? In the end, Wrath pinned Dragon for the win.
I was surprised to see Wrath with the Hex family. If this is some kind of alliance forming, they're going to be a very powerful team to mess with. Wrath himself can dominate his opponents, but with Scott and Dixie by his side, the possibilities could be endless.
I have to agree with you on that one, Tyler.
Turbulence was filled with Champions Challenge. We saw Sean Hex take on Sinister Gates defending his New Blood Championship belt. Sean was accompanied by Southern Discomfort and its newest member, JW Beastwing. Sin was accompanied by me, since we are related and I am his nephew after all. Sin had a lot of ups and downs in the match, but in the end, Sin ended up losing the match when Sean pinned him, even though his foot was on the ropes.
It was a long-fought battle. It didn't look good for Sean in the beginning, but in the end, he came out victorious.
Let's not forget that after the match, Sinister challenged Sean Hex to a rematch for the title at Undisputed 2, in which Sean gladly accepted it.
I look forward to seeing these two battle it out in the squared circle again.
We saw Dave Mack in action defending his United States title against Red Blackheart. There's a back-and-forth battle that was close, but in the end, Red stood victorious over Dave Mack as a new United States champion.
This match was action-packed and filled with excitement. I had no idea which way it was going to go.
Danny Boy took on Jason Blackheart for the VAW Championship. Danny Boy looked like he was a favorite in the match based on his overpowering size advantage. However, Jason came out and gave up a good fight, only to be interrupted by his brother, Red, who jumped on the ropes, eventually hitting Jason with his newly won gold. which in turn caused him his shot at the belt via DQ.
I cannot believe Red interfered in this match and cost his own brother a title shot. I'm sure Jason's gonna have a lot to say to that.
I, for one, can't wait to find out what Jason has in store for his brother. Make sure you tune in on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. SLT and on Thursdays at 3 p.m. SLT.
That's our show for this evening. On behalf of the VAW, we would like to wish you all happy holidays and remind you that there will be a Christmas show on Monday at 5 p.m. SLT. I am Alexavier Frost alongside
Tyler Corbis. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Flashback. Have a good night, everyone.